G'day, I'm Russell Coight, and welcome to my backyard, the Aussie Outback. Here's an idea. I know a bit about tracking. You guys go and hide. I'll go over there, count to 20. I'll see how quickly I can find you from the little I know about it. I know some, but not a lot. Okay, this will be fun. Absolutely fascinating. These guys can just disappear into thin air. I'll be looking for broken twigs, a movement of a leaf or whatever. I can't promise, but I may be able to find them. Let's see how we go. It's about time now. No, you're meant to do that. What's the biggest number that you've had to cater
for dinner?
Yeah.
For dinner?
Dinner.
Had a big shearing mob. There were about 30 or so.
No, it wasn't.
No,
sorry?
30 guys. And rouseabouts and classer and
right.
stuff like that.
Yeah. Every year, people are killed on outback roads in single vehicle accidents. The fact is, they fall asleep, and it's not hard to see why with the huge distances you have to travel. But there is a way to protect yourself. That's why I've stopped here at this roadside stop. These people here are taking full advantage of it. They're taking a power nap. They've probably been driving for hours and are taking a rest for about 20 minutes or so. So whether you're by yourself or with somebody else, do what they're doing. And I know I will be a bit further up the road. Bill, tell us that story about the tourist and the hairdryer. I love it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's a couple of years ago now. June or July.
Right.
Yeah, middle of the dry season. Yeah. No, actually, it was probably August because we'd had a bit of rain.
Right.
Yeah, and I'm standing out the front, and this car pulls up. Married couple.
Oh, right.
Yep. Yeah. And we got chatting, and they were
What
asking
did she have?
directions.
She had something with her. What did she have with it?
But the fella had a map. He had a book, a map. It was like an atlas. You get them in shops. And
She had something unusual for her hair. What was it that she had with her? She had a hair. Remember, she had a hairdryer. She brought a hairdryer with her up from Melbourne.
That's right.
Yes, that's right. She brought the hairdryer, and she said to you, "What did she say to you?" She said, "Where can I? I'm going into the desert. Where can I plug this in?"
Plug what in?
Plug the hair. Remember that you've told me a story about it. Every time I come through, you tell the same bloody story, and now you've decided to talk about the maps. It's not about maps. It's American woman. You don't know what I'm talking. You know, is this the same story that I'm thinking about? It was a hairdryer, wasn't it? Did she have a hairdryer? Is this? Which bill is this? Have a look what I found here. It's called a cat's head burr. So called because it's shaped like a cat's head. And those thorns there are absolutely lethal. I'll stick into anything. If they get underneath your skin, it can make you very, very sore. I've seen one of these cripples. G'day, fellas. As I said, absolutely lethal. Ironically, cattle with their strong hooves aren't affected by them. In actual fact, they'll eat these because they're a good source of nutrition. But the cat's head burr, if you've got bare feet, avoid those. They can make you very, very sore indeed. But those guys there are. It never ceases to amaze me the number of people who come to the outback without a good first aid kit. They're city slickers, most of them. They think they can jump on a mobile phone and have a doctor here within a couple of minutes. Well, it doesn't work like that. That's why I always carry one of these, a remote area first aid kit. And in it, you'll find everything you're going to need for a couple of weeks in the bush. Because the reality is, you never know when an accident might happen. Bloody thing. That cut me then. You just get us a band-aid out of there, will you? That's a beautiful still life you got there, Greg. Absolutely magnificent. Now, how long did that take to paint?
2 odd weeks.
2 weeks?
Yes, it did.
Oil or pastel?
Pastel.
Yeah, absolutely beautiful. I got to tell you what, I love chrysanthemums.
Really? But they are tulips.
Yeah, I love tulips.
Yeah,
I knew
that's
they
good.
were tulips, but I just saying that I love all flowers. And
That's good.
realised- Well, you know, I've got to say, it certainly was a pleasure to spend some time with you, Greg. And, you know, hang on a sec.
Folks, a bit of a treat here tonight for us all. We've got the All Aussie Adventure, Mr. Russell Coight. We'll give him a round of applause.
All right, I will. All right. Okay. This little number from my first album goes a little something like this.
Tables 4, 5 and 6, your meals are ready.
Hey, hang on. Both men had a lot to gain if they were successful in finding fresh grazing land. For a start, they'd be national heroes. They'd be rewarded financially, and Forbes had a sweetheart back home waiting for him. And it was the thought of her that kept him going. I'll tell you what, it sure is hot. And these conditions certainly take their toll on the vehicles. Just checking the radiator here. And you know what? I'll check it again tomorrow. That's the thing about outback survival. You don't want to wait for a problem to develop into something that needs to be dealt with. Sure makes sense. You girls are great. Yeah, a lot of fun.
Yeah, this is great.
You don't mind us riding with you like this at all?
No, that's fine. You got boyfriends back in the big city, have you?
No.
No, not at the moment,
really?
actually.
Oh, that's a shame that you haven't got.
Yeah, you know, boys.
Yeah.
I like being
Have you?
single at the
You are.
moment.
Do you go out with guys? Are you?
Yeah.
No, you're not. No, that's good. Yeah, that's good. So no, not that there's anything wrong with being the. You know, I don't go in for fancy gizmos or whiz-bang inventions. My experience, they break down in a couple of days. But here's one that I do like. It's a fire steel. Invented by the Swiss Army for their foot soldiers. It's a piece of hardened steel and a scraper. So when you want a fire, it's as simple as... And the great thing is you just throw it in your bag and you don't have to worry about wet matches or waterproof containers. Another thing that I like is a headlamp. Great thing about these is you can pop it on your head and you've got your hands... Oh, shit. Get the... It's bloody empty. What was it? Is that the my magazines are on fire. It's my I just got the... Oh, they just sent the new one. Bugger it. Oh, that's beautiful. No matter where you are in the outback, you can always find a good spot like this to cool off. You can keep your fancy spas and swimming pools. I'll take this every time. Have a look at this. Now, you'd be forgiven for thinking it's just a pile of old rocks. But in actual fact, this has a purpose. It's an Aboriginal water marker. You see them all throughout this area. When a tribe was moving through a region like this and they found water, they'd mark it with a pile of rocks just like this. So when they moved through that area again, or another tribe came through, they'd know where to find water. If I was to dig down here a couple of foot, I'd find an underground spring or a creek or whatever. Aboriginal water marker. Absolutely fascinating. Being an old bushie, I like to use a map and a compass when it comes to finding my way around remote areas of the country. But this little unit here has pretty much changed all that. It's a GPS, or Global Positioning Positioner. Yeah, is that Aidan here?
Yeah, hi. I'm Russell Coight. Hi. I'm Aidan.
I'm ready. So, Mum! She's an invalid, she can't come out. All right, hit the road.
How long are you allowed to get away for?
Oh, whenever. Doesn't matter.
It'd be restricted though. We'd have to get back by a certain date, wouldn't it? Bet you'd like to get. You got to go to school or work or anything coming up?
Nah.
Or there's no other Aidens. Any other Aidens in the street there? Any other like younger kids?
No, I'm the only Aiden.
That's the one. Right. Okay. No, that's good. No, no, it's great. We're going to have a great trip. Yeah. How long? Woohoo! Have you seen the shows that I've done on television, Nathan?
Oh yeah, I've seen them all.
Yeah. And you like them, do you?
Oh yeah. Yeah, no, they're pretty good.
Which was one of your favourites? So feel free to ask me any questions about where we're going or what's happening. I've been coming up here for 20 years, so I've got a fair amount of information stacked up here on the old noggin. It's an encyclopedia of bushcraft, if you like, so feel free to thumb through it at any stage.
When are we having lunch?
I love these country pubs. None of your yuppie furniture or fancy cocktails, just good old-fashioned atmosphere and great blokes for having a drink with. G'day, mate.
There's a guy in the middle of the desert, right?
Yep.
Dead.
Yep.
And nothing around him for like 50 miles.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
How did he die?
Snake bite.
No, it wasn't snake bite.
The marks can be very small. You don't often see them or feel them.
No, it wasn't snake bite.
Okay. Dehydration.
No.
What time of year was it?
But it doesn't matter.
Was it September? Because if your mate was out there in September, he would dehydrate in a couple of days. He probably didn't take enough water, enough supplies, and he's just died. The sun can kill you like that every time, my friend.
No, it wasn't dehydration.
What happened then?
He was in a plane, and he jumped out, and his parachute didn't open.
No, it was definitely snake bite. Okay, the trap is now set, so it's just a matter of baiting it, and that's where this little fella comes in. You can't expect a croc to eat a bit of old meat, so mate, let's whack him into the trap and away we go. Come on.
I didn't think we were going to kill the chook.
Mate, it's the law of the jungle. Just put him in there. Come on. It won't take long.
We have to...
Yes.
I thought you said we were going to get some meat from the butchers.
No. Now, the rainforest may look pretty, but in actual fact, it's really quite dangerous. There are poisonous vines, all the trees have thorns. If they catch you in the face, they can take your eye out. So whenever I'm in the jungle, I always wear a good pair of sunglasses. That way your eyes will always be protected. Oh, just caught, man. Oh!
You all right, mate?
I'm fine. It just got
right?
me in the eye. Just move it. Go there. Go there. Go forward. Okay, you can drop him now.
Oh, he got my...
Just pull it out. You know, I never get sick of sitting around a campfire, staring into the coals, listening to the sounds of the Aussie bush.
Adventures, time to hit the road.
Aiden,
What?
just cool it, mate, okay?
Okay. All Aussie Adventure.
Well, it's been quite a trip, hasn't it? With the final resting place of Forbes and Montgomery still out there. Well, I've got a good feeling that we're going to find it. It's going to take plenty of work and some fancy navigation. But that's all coming up when we next meet for another All Aussie Adventure. Good night. Bugger it.